Just a few hours ago, this was the start of the 2020 one-day globe race. This is one person per boat, and they're going to be away for 3 months, sailing south towards the Antarctica, going around Antarctica and back north to France. This is an achievement that is impressive in so many levels. They're going to be more or less totally alone for 3 months. There's going to be weather and waves and all things you can imagine or don't imagine of pure hell for 3 months. And still they do it. This is the map of the race. They start in France, go south along the west coast of Africa, South Africa, take a right turn and go clockwise around Antarctica. Then between South America and this peninsula here, up along the east coast of South America and back to France. Here's another map. Same thing, from France, south, take a right turn around Antarctica and back up north towards France. If the Earth was flat, this is the route they had to take. From France towards South Africa and then take a left turn and go counterclockwise around the Antarctica. Back through the gap here, up along South America and back to France. If I take this yellow line here and straighten it out here, this yellow line here and straighten it out here, the circumference of the flat Earth plus that red line there, that's the distance they have to go. The distance here is 28,000 miles and the record is 74 days, 3 hours, 35 minutes, 46 seconds, averaging a speed of 15.7 miles an hour. This route here is 78,225 miles. That's 3 times as far. So to keep that same record of 74 days, the average speed have to be 44 miles an hour. This is the boat that has the record of 15.7 miles an hour. This trimaran here from the same sponsor has a record of 24-hour distance of 1,045 miles with an average speed of 43.5 miles an hour. That's half a mile an hour slower than you have to go around here for 74 days. I'd like to see that happen.
So just a quick video to make you aware of this Qantas flight, QF14, which is departing in less than 2 hours, and it is travelling between Ezeiza in Argentina and Darwin, Australia, a non-stop flight of more than 9,000 miles. There you can see the estimated flight time is 17 hours and 50 minutes. If you have a paid account on FlightAware, you can actually see the filed route, which is right here. Now when you're looking at this, many of the waypoints are just latitude and longitude coordinates. If you see this type of grouping, M086 F360, that is a speed or altitude change. M086 is Mark 086 and F360 is flight level 360. 36,000 feet. You can see later in the flight, they slow down to Mach 0.85 and climb to flight level 380. But otherwise, we're looking at the waypoints of the filed flight plan. So when the route became available on FlightAware, I loaded it to my ForeFlight app, which is the app I use when flying the Global 7500. There you can see the waypoints at the top, and beneath that, a visual depiction of the route on the globe. So this is the filed flight plan, which means it is the route that Qantas have advised ATC they will be flying. It will also be loaded into the aircraft flight management system used to navigate the aircraft. As you can see, from Argentina, it goes south, crosses the edge of Antarctica, and then goes north up through Melbourne to Darwin in Australia. Let's see how this compares on Google Earth and on the AE map, which is a popular flat Earth map. Firstly, on Google Earth, I have drawn the Great Circle track from Argentina to Darwin. You can see that this matches fairly closely to the actual flight plan that Qantas will be using. If we look at the AE map, from Argentina to Darwin goes nowhere near Antarctica. It would have the aircraft flying up through South America, across North America, Canada, the end of Russia, and southbound into Darwin. The actual filed route that Qantas will be flying is not even close to this.
I just want to show people something. Jason's actually figured out a way to make a dome so we can get your stupid Freemason PSYOP firmament dome, which firmament means rakia, which means sky, right? The heavens, the place where the birds fly. So Jason's built a dome here around your stupid 60,000 mile ice wall, which is retarded. Because if you take a path that's not due south, you won't hit ice. Never. The only time you do is if you go 180 degrees due south. Okay, here's your dome, right? Boom, there. Jason's now encapsulated your snow globe, fake Freemason, UN, flying in outer space pizza model. Okay, stop right there. Can we hover over top of that? I want people to think, okay, if the A map and the dome was real and the stars, the fixed stars, were on the outside of this model, attached to the dome, so-called Freemason PSYOP. If I'm in Canada, if you put your cursor there, if I was to look at the night sky, the Big Dipper circling in the sky, I would have to look through Russia, through the sun, to get to the dome on the other side of the map. That is absolutely retarded. That is not the way that we see the stars. People in Canada see the stars in their circle of sight. This model and this map is so retarded, and it was brought out so that they could PSYOP you and take down the flat earth, and they basically have via YouTube, right? You cannot see through Russia and the sun. If the sun is set for Canada, swing the moon around. Let's use the moon now as an example. If the moon was in Russia, right, you'd have to see through the sun all the way across the map. This is an impossibility. It couldn't be more plain and simple than that. I hope everyone is getting what I'm saying. If you don't get what I'm saying, now is the time to ask a question in the chat or in the comment section after the video publishes.
The stereographic virtual reality model always worked because our models are Sunkelk, Moonkelk, Stellarium, Andrew Marsh, and countless others. Now thanks to you, we can plot any latitude and longitude without any missing coordinate system, and we can center it to your location. We oriented the coordinate system we've been sharing the last 7 years to line up with the prime meridian and the international dateline, because that is the orientation that most people comprehend. But now we do not have to use that, and we can center Earth to Jerusalem, which is said to be the center of Earth. So going forward, this is going to be considered the most accurate representation of Earth. So big ups to Q for making our model even better than it was. I'm starting to look forward to how you will make #TeamYahwishI better with your next hit piece.